On True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese faces a tough challenge as her spotlight dims amid declining league viewership. Once celebrated, there's now debate over whether her media attention has hurt the game more than it has helped, with the numbers telling an even more striking story.
Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball. That's not my opinion. It's a
Expectations soared when the groundbreaking league, hailed as a game-changer in women's basketball, launched with an impressive 300,000 viewers across its first 3 games.
Be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the great.
Fans were eager to watch the league's top stars, with Angel Reese as one of the biggest draws. But as the season progressed, a troubling trend appeared. Viewership dropped, especially during her games. Some matches now barely reach 100,000 viewers, sparking questions about whether Angel Reese is failing to engage audiences as expected.
Unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people willing to watch.
Many expected Angel Reese to outshine her peers and boost both ticket sales and viewership, similar to Caitlin Clark. However, she hasn't had the same impact, and audiences are now tuning in to watch Kate Martin instead, even reluctantly. It seems clear that Angel Reese may not be the right fit for this league.
9,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be
While other league stars maintain or even boost viewership when they play, Reese's games see a sharp decline, suggesting her presence isn't as big a draw as expected. The drop in numbers is concerning for both her and the league, and it could stem from several factors. Fans may have expected a more dominant, polished performance, or the higher level of competition may be exposing flaws that weren't as visible in college.
And look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. Like a terrible.
One of the lowest points of Reese's early tenure came when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hall, who outperformed her in multiple areas, prompting the coaching staff to make a bold move. Watching from the sidelines, Reese returned to the court only to deliver her worst game of the season, struggling to make an impact on either end. Her usual dominance in the paint was neutralized, defensive lapses were glaring, and she appeared hesitant and out of sync. Low points included being repeatedly beaten off the dribble and missing an easy putback layup, moments that quickly circulated on social media as symbols of her struggles. These subpar performances have intensified questions about whether Reese is a true professional star or simply a product of hype that isn't translating at the next level.
Lexi Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting...
The drop in attendance during Reese's games raises an important question. Why aren't fans staying to watch her? One reason may be the gap between expectations and reality. Entering the league with a strong brand and massive social media following, many assumed she would dominate as she did in college. Yet professional play presents tougher competition, and she has struggled to make a consistent impact. While Reese is a strong rebounder, who excels in the paint, a league that increasingly values versatility, shooting, and pace may find her style less captivating. Her recent benching in favor of Lexi Hall only amplifies these struggles, potentially signaling to fans that she is facing mental or performance challenges, which further diminishes interest in her games.
And her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000.
For Angel Reese, the early results in the league have been humbling, with viewership dropping sharply during her games and her on-court struggles serving as a clear wake-up call. Whether this is a temporary slump or a revealing look at her limitations remains to be seen, but it's clear she can't rely solely on social media presence or past accolades to regain star power. The league was meant to be a fresh start for women's basketball. Yet, for Reese, it feels more like a harsh reality check. The next few games will be critical in showing whether she can turn things around or if the league and its fans are ready to move on without her. It's time for her to prove she's more than just a name. She needs to be a game changer on the court as well.
Range that you have to pick her up basically as soon as she crosses the half court line because she's dangerous from everywhere. Like you're watching shooting against her. Like Caitlin Clark's going to be in that conversation.
Standing at the logo for a deep three-pointer, Angel Reese aimed for a signature moment to assert her dominance and silence critics. Instead, her shot sailed through the air and clanged off the rim, a miss so jarring that the crowd responded with an audible groan. It was a pivotal moment, but far from the one she had envisioned.
That has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like, the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought kind of, Liz Kitley's probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought Deasia Fair was going to make that team. But Deasia Fair gets cut.
Despite a league full of highly anticipated stars, Kate Martin clearly emerged as the true breakout talent, while Angel Reese struggled to find her rhythm. Martin quietly became her team's most reliable and productive player, proving her worth without any need for hype. On the court, Martin dominated both ends with relentless energy, setting the tone whenever Reese tried to drive to the basket. Reese's attempts were met with forceful, yet clean resistance, exposing every flaw in her game. While Reese faltered, Martin controlled the tempo, delivered in crucial moments, and led her team to another convincing victory by the final buzzer. It was clear Martin was the only true star to emerge from the league so far, showcasing the skill, toughness, and leadership that kept her team undefeated, while Reese's squad continued to struggle.
Was in the lab shooting, but this is just, man, spectacular. Look at her getting it in, bro. 54 shots in 3 minutes. Got fast, she getting them shots off.
The league, created to showcase elite talent, is already struggling to keep viewers engaged, and Reese's struggles have raised doubts about whether she can prove she's more than just a name. On this night, Kate Martin outshined her, leading her team to victory, but the gap becomes even clearer when imagining Caitlin Clark in the mix. Clark would be draining deep threes, torching defenders, and putting on a masterclass, highlighting the difference in skill between her and the rest of the league. Unrivaled was meant to be an exciting addition to women's basketball, yet without true superstars, it falls short. Ratings are declining, the initial buzz is fading, and the league's momentum relies heavily on star power. While it has notable names, only a player like Clark, combining elite skill, shooting range, and audience-commanding presence, can generate the excitement the league had hoped for.
Might as well just go ahead and trade Angel Reese if you're the Laces. What are they?
Kate Martin has emerged as one of the few true standouts, proving her toughness, versatility, and ability to step up in crucial moments, including a clean, hard tackle on Angel Reese that set the tone for her team's victory. Yet, despite Martin's rise, the league still lacks a defining superstar to elevate its status, while Reese has struggled to live up to the hype. Her missed deep three, reminiscent of a signature Clark shot, highlighted the gap between confidence and execution. The Laces remain undefeated, showcasing cohesion and precision that other teams lack, while Reese's struggles underscore the league's broader challenge in delivering the level of play it promised. With Lexi Hall making key plays and grabbing rebounds, the contrast is stark. As the league searches for its identity, Caitlin Clark continues to break records, expand her skill set, and show why she is the most captivating player in women's basketball, leaving Unrivaled scrambling to generate excitement without its biggest star.
Is off over here. Caitlin Clark in the gym, of course, getting in some work.
At first glance, Unrivaled seemed poised for success, with big names, fresh matchups, and a new league format. Yet it struggles to stay relevant without true generational talent like Caitlin Clark. While the league fights to build long-term value, Clark's focus on the WNBA proves the smarter move as Unrivaled fades. Angel Reese must realize that hype alone isn't enough to succeed.